Hi everybody, welcome back to Majestic Collectibles. This is Silver Bronze Age Collection Part 5. It's also a flea market finds collection from the Independence Day Blue Ribbon Flea Market in Spirit Lake, Iowa. My dealer friend Steve found another box less than a week after I bought that first batch, the first 4 boxes, or 4 videos I should say, that you saw. So this is part of that same collection. It was a nice surprise, so thank you for bringing that, Steve. I hope we can find some more. I guess we'll find out. So we'll just get started. So this I did. So these weren't bagged and boarded. So just like the last batch, I took it upon myself to do that. And not everything is high end as usual. So a lot more of the same condition wise. You know, water damage, you know, just red, low to mid grade stuff. I always love those Amazing Adventures covers. The stories weren't too bad. Don't have a lot of value to them. Got some Sergeant Fury there, a little bit of Daredevil, and no, I didn't sleeve these, I tell you. I actually am a Daredevil fan. I like the, it's got Iron Man crossover in it. But I seem to be the only one. Boy, they're a tough title to sell, Iron Man and Daredevil. But Daredevil's actually one of the hardest of the main Marvel characters to sell. I guess you could say it's kind of like the Aquaman for DC. You know, there's a few folks out there that really enjoy the character, really like it, but I don't get many collectors asking for it. Some really nice Sergeant Furies. Well, I shouldn't say really nice, but probably VG to find. Didn't see really any water damage on these, and again, I have to go through these with a fine-tooth comb. That I have not done. So, you know, I'm assuming they're complete right now, but that may not be the thing to do. I'll do some updates if there's any big disasters in here. King size special Iron Man. This was something I hadn't seen in a long time, and you'll see what I mean here. Silver Surfer 1 is not his first appearance. That's let's see, FF48, I believe, 48, 49, 50. Galactus is in those. So this actually came later. Looks good in the cover. Solid good. It's got, I don't know if you can see it right there in the right side of the bottom edge, like something really gouged it out. It got dropped or something. But overall, very pleased. There's a Mephisto. I believe that's his first appearance. Classic cover. Holy cow. Thor Silver Surfer. Pretty tough to beat that one, I'll tell you. And it didn't really run super long. I can't remember how many issues exactly. I didn't look it up. So somebody from the comic book club will give me a hard time for that. I have no doubt. That's fine. And let's see. These get a little better with age. I love that cover too, that Spidey crossover one. There's a Torch. Mephisto again. Just some really classic covers on this. And there's then Humans on that one. You got Black Bolt on there. So really cool to see a complete run of those. I bet you it's been 30 years since I've had a complete run of over more than 2 or 3 Silver Surfers. So that was a lot of fun. Surprisingly enough, not worth a fortune. Super high grade they are. Reader copies, they're really not as bad as you think. This is not the first appearance of Guardians. It's a very early one. This one again, maybe I'll just take this one out because this was back to, you can see it up there, some staining, and up there, definitely got some water somewhere. At least that's appears to be rust off something. I don't know if it's off of another book, but it's a lower grade copy. Still a good reader copy though. Love the Red Sonja art. This one, so don't laugh at me. Well, go ahead and laugh at me. I don't care. I'm not real big into spoof comics, but I'm a huge Dark Shadows fan. And of course, here they call it Darn Shadows. So they're spoofing it, obviously. And that's Barnacle. So instead of Barnabas, Barnacle. So I actually have one in my collection. I don't see a lot of those at all. And here we go. So the X-Men that were kind of missing from that last batch. I haven't matched these up yet, but I think I must have found most of them, because there are some gaps in that box of X-Men I had in the other video, and I'm thinking I just kind of took care of most of that. Again, I've got to see what I need for my collection on these. I'm kind of wanting to rebuild my collection that I sold off years ago, and boy, I can't think of a better way to do it than having long runs of these. And of course, if there is a rough one, I'll upgrade it somewhere down the line, but probably not a lot, because I don't need a... Oh, well, wait a minute, something's out of order again. Let's try this. Here we go. So annual 5, annual 6 and 7. Great Byrne and Austin cover on that. There's annual 4. This is actually, so a lot of times this was not a, you know, nobody really collected that book, but now, especially in high grade, these things really sell. And I don't know if you can see it, so there's a stain there, but not really the best paper quality. Again, I'm thinking that's probably the way it was stored, but that's a saleable book. Walt Simonson and Terry Austin, I believe, on the cover there. Astonishing Tales. I think I've got a few more coming up. Kazar and Doom. It's a 2-story book. Marvel was kind of famous for that. Here's another one, because of the price of the first appearance, 94, giant size 1, X-Men stuff is so high. These reprint books in high grade have really gone up in value. So that's just another one of those, like that X-Men Teen Titan book, that if you can find a nice one, there is a good market for it. And that's a Dave Cockrum cover on that. Plus 12 new pages by Claremont and Cockrum. That's what it said on the cover. Eternals one, very low grade, water damaged. You can even see it through the sleeve up there a little bit. There are collectors for it. It's Jack Kirby. Kitty Pryde and Wolverine. I've got, actually, I think I might have the rest of this series. So all the comics here are not all the comics that came, because I had to take some out due to the bags and boards. And I don't know where I put them, but I'll dig them out. I'll show them to you. Very heavily water damaged, and I mean, as in, probably need to just be thrown away. Heavily water damaged. But I did salvage 3 of these, not in high grade. Magic, which is a tough series for me, especially the higher number ones. All 4 were there. The other 2 of these, I'm not kidding. It looked like somebody got a roll of toilet paper wet and let it dry. That's how bad the other 2 issues were, just really terrible. This is an oddball. It's Charlton. Towards the end of the run, you can see it's still got the little bit of a bullseye up there. I do not have this. Sci-fi horror fan, definitely going in my collection. Not much value, at least not that I'm aware of anyway. Wolverine miniseries. Luckily, these came out unscathed from the water damage. Kind of about the newest stuff I've seen. So maybe there was some newer books at one time. This is 1982, and I'm pretty sure I don't have anything newer than that. But it's still a good group. Not super high grade. You can really see it on the black spine. There's some spine ticks right along there. But still higher than average. So really Really good find there. Black Panther 2, not as hot as they were before the movies and things came out. Still, it's a Jack Kirby cover, and I think that might be it so far. It's just that number 2. We'll see. I might run into them because these are not sorted very well. Doctor Strange 170 and 172 again, just solid good grades. Lots of wear on them. See, that's got some creasing and rubbing down there. Avengers, well, here, no, wait, so that's out of order too. So giant size Avengers, I love the cover on that one. Time travel. This, yeah, here we go, okay. So I got a few Iron Man, they're fairly low numbered. Again, it's not, whoops, not an easy sell for me. Titanium Man. Great covers on them. There's Subby, there's the Zodiac, which I think maybe crossed over with that Daredevil issue we saw earlier. I just realized that. I'll have to check. Ramrod, okay, I don't think he stuck around. This is a neat scene. It's where they're trying to keep his heart going. Unfortunately, I don't know if that's a mouse chew or just a tear. I don't know. Something came out of the side of it there. This one does have some water damage on it. You can see a little bit up here with it. Still a pretty cool cover. I love these Iron Man covers. I've always been an Iron Man fan. I still think that's a classic Bronze Age cover. And that's it. Just when you start, 55 is the first appearance of Thanos. And I got it up to 59. Again, I'm thinking there's probably more to this collection at one time. And this surprise box kind of proved that, to be honest with you. But whether or not I'm going to see any more, I don't know. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping Steve can come up. Let me do these here first. Steve can come up, and that was a good catch, and find some more. I guess I'll find out. I hope he calls me. I think that's... So then we got some FF. These are a little rough, but good reader copies. So I don't know if you can tell, but there's some tanning. So it must have got warm. So they must have been in a pretty toasty spot for a while. It's a number 1, but again, a lot of damage along the spine. Crease down there. Astonishing Tales about the same. So a lot of wrinkling on the cover. I knew I had some more in there. And the Kazar stuff never really has been very popular. I've never had much luck. I like the Doom and Red Skull. That's pretty cool. It's probably one of the better covers on there. Got the Black Panther appearance right there. Finish up, I believe it's the finish up to the Black Panther story. And then just Kazar 11. They do have some nice covers. I like the Man-Thing on there. Again, lower grade. That's, again... I've got a couple of these books. This one might be a little better, actually. That's, I think, one of the few ones that wasn't damaged. That's Fin Fang Foom. It's a reprint book. And here we go. We're going to end up with Avengers. I had just a few in the other videos, and I still don't have a lot. So if there's any more coming, I'm hoping there's some more Avengers in here, but I love that cover. Cap, Black Panther, Hawkeye, Thor. Just some fantastic covers. Low grade. So big crease right through there. Creasing right through there. I haven't really seen a ton of water damage yet. Again, I have to look close. There's another Black Panther. Goliath. Yellow Jacket and Wasp. I was always kind of a Yellow Jacket fan. Then they made him the bad guy, which he ended up being anyway in the stories later. Different person behind the mask in the movie, but Ultron cover. So pretty good little surprise box, I'll tell you that. If you guys get a chance, click like, hit subscribe, check out our other videos. I will have a fantastic cover with the Eiffel Tower. I will have still some flea market find videos coming up. I did not have that much, not compared to the Memorial Day show, but I think I've got enough for at least one video, so I did pick up a few things. Another great cover right there. And just a really, really classic run. Unfortunately, this is low grade. You probably can't see it, but a lot of foxing and edge damage. Pretty sure it got moisture damage on that one. Valkyrie, great cover. There's a really fantastic cover on there. I'm trying to see, yeah, a lot going on. I think that one may be damage free, at least water damage free. There's another apocalyptic cover. That seemed to be kind of the running theme for a lot of stuff in that era. I don't know what was going on with DC and Marvel. I think DC had a lot more of them, but theirs had their share at Marvel. Another great cover. It's got a little bit of a grease pencil arrival date, but I don't think it's going to hurt it much in that grade. And the last one in this box then is the Captain Marvel. And so that's it. So I thought, well, shoot, can't go wrong with that. Pretty cool looking box. And if I get any more, we'll take some videos and let you know what we find. Check out other videos, check out our podcast, and thanks for watching.